Okay, well, it's the next day and my plans have gotten crazier. They've gotten crazy. Let me explain it to you. So I've always been intrigued with sand dams. Let me change the topic here. Sand dams. And I think I can do one here. So, the assumption is with this dam, we're going to hold water. We're going to fill this trench. It's going to be full of clay. It's touching the clay on the bottom. So we're going to have this underground reservoir uphill here. And, I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to drain this trench to be able to put the sand in so I can, put the clay in. So anyway, I started trenching a downhill slope. I've got a water line right here just past the gate here. So I've got some dirt here. Hopefully the water will just clear it out. I got this other area here that just missed. I just missed with the length of my excavator. So I think once I punch this out, it'll start pushing its way out and drain this thing out. But what my plan is, since I had to trench it, why not run a water line through here, and where I've got this little pocket pond here, run it into there and fill that full of sand where it's not even visible, and I should get gravity flow into that pipe and just have a spigot. So that's the direction I'm gonna go, and I'm pretty excited about it. And this can be bigger, smaller. Like I said, we'll fill it full of sand. Anyway, that's the direction we're going. So you can see where the status I have right now on it, but I guess let's keep going with it, see where it ends up. Well, I extended the trench past my middle road down here to try to keep everything flowing. And I'm gonna have to get down here and clean out the little dammed up areas over here. But it is draining. One thing I want to do is I need to get a better arch. I think I explained how I started going too straight here, but I need to come back and arch this. Let me see if I can get a better position here. So I got to have a horseshoe. I got to have a horseshoe shape coming out to be able to hold that water. So this leg here I'm gonna have to kick in, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to fill in this little pocket pond, which is fine, just so I can drive over it to do it. Anyway, just working here and there on this project. I'm hoping to get some clay put into these trenches for this video, but I don't think I'm going to go past the day before I release this one, so we may have to wait till the next one. And then I probably already told you this, but every day I'm working on that soupy area, and it is getting better each time I go on it. I mean, I'm able to kind of compact it down, and it's compacting so much I'm getting a low spot in the dam, which I'll be adding some more clay to it. But that's the area where I was scooping out, making the Big Timmy pond deeper. So the clay I was scooping out of the pond was actually saturated with water, and I was dumping it straight onto the dam, so it was saturated, squishy, all that kind of stuff. So it was kind of leaching out through there. But I think as I'm compressing it, I'm kind of drying it out and stopping the leak, pushing the air out of it, I guess. Anyway, let me keep going. Okay, well, I pretty much got the horseshoe shape the way I want it, so I'm going to be ready to start putting some clay in. Still going to have to do a little clean out down here and a little bit more trenching. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start over here. I'm going to have the skid steer drop clay in on the end. I'll use a bucket to pack it down. And as it's packed down, I can start moving forward to go to the next area. And I think in doing that, like I said, I'll have to do a little bit of more trenching to get, we're now not, the water's currently not flowing now, so I'll have to do a little bit more trenching to keep it flowing. But I almost think I can, I'm working the edge of that water, I can be pushing that water out as I'm compacting the clay and get a good compaction on it. And I did another rethink on the sand dam. My mind started going where, the end of the hose, how do we not keep it clogged? So I think what I'm gonna end up doing is just doing an old-fashioned hand pump. So I just cut this T right here. I mean, I could put a culvert in. I can't really see. I can put a culvert in over here and put just a regular hand pump in here. Like I said, the hand pump, at least the filter, whatever that thing is on the bottom, you know, it can drain out. Gravity lets it go down. If I'm going sideways or something like that, I just have this vision of it clogging up and having to dig up to unclog it. But anyway, right now it looks like, if you see that area right there, we just need to trench it. That's my high spot. We'll trench it to get more water flowing out of here, and then we're going to start bringing some clay in. Well, the rhythm's going pretty good. We're definitely on the flat, not the horseshoe. I think you can see it, but you probably disappearing the further we come in. But we finally got a good rhythm. As he's bringing me the clay, I'm using the bucket, and I'm using this part right here to get the smallest area to push it down. So I'm just pushing it down at an angle into the hole, and then as we get close to the surface, I'm able to use the tracks, as you can see right here, to really pack it in. And then I'm also able to do some cleaning out. Like you can see that dirt there and there in between the runs, I can clean that stuff out. My only worry right now is we're going to consider this tee the halfway point, and we may have used more than half, so we'll see how far we can stretch this. All right, well, we're doing real good. We're almost to this intersection here, but at this intersection is where I felt like I couldn't press the clay in. It became that soup and was just slishing and sloshing around. But past that, I think we got a real good seal up to this point. So we're going to reverse. We're going to go down here and start working that way. I think we're going to run out of clay, but I need that run out area. If we're not going to finish, this is the area that I need to not be filled up, so the water can keep running out. Give it a little hole. And I'm definitely probably, to do this area here, I'm probably gonna have to trench more down here. But like I said, I'm thinking we're not gonna have enough, because I'd say we've used 2/3 of the clay and we're halfway done. So anyway, we'll just go as far as we can. Like I said, Remy wanted to build a little pond, so once we dig it, we'll have some more clay. I'm just hoping to get this whole paddock done in a month. I mean, it's gonna be beautiful. I mean, grass should grow taller, stay lusher. Real excited about it. Well, this is amazing. So the surface flow had stopped, but that little pond, or whatever you want to call it, it's end of a culvert, drainage ditch. You know, the surface flow had stopped, but it's still full of water, and we're fixing to explain why it was full of water. Because of the underground flow. Anyway, now look at the muddy water here. Let's trace it. All this underground water. I had to retrench to get it to keep draining my trenches. But look at all that. We'll keep walking it. We'll go look inside the trench, and I guess this will be our final thoughts for this video, because we're out of the clay. But I'm humbled by the amount of water, and it makes me want to rethink everything. You know, there's so much emphasis on leaky weirs and one log dams and rock dams and spreading the water. You know, all that's on the surface is one-dimensional. There's so much more happening underground, and I don't think most people understand that. You know, even highway projects will have gabions in the ditch, you know, stopping the erosion, letting the water slope in. But we're only doing that on the surface. What if we dammed it up underneath, 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot, 6 feet under, which is what I'm attempting to do here. It just makes sense in my mind. Now we're storing that vast reservoirs of water underground. Anyway, we're see if I can pull back a little bit. Now, let me just repicture. Anyway, the clay hoard up there is gone, and you can see where we're at. We just got a little cross here left over. We went ahead and harvested more clay from the other side of Big Timmy so we could finish this thing off. So we've got it fully capped. Now the main thing's right over here. This was just that T section. We don't have that compacted in yet. But yeah, we're fully, I don't know what the name, fully encapsulated, I guess. And time will tell. I mean, we're gonna get this thing just detailed, and you can already see the hay that Frank was spreading. We're gonna get all this leveled out, get it hayed, get it seeded, and keep the animals off for a few months, see if we can get this thing established. All is looking good. I mean, past that, I'm going to want to come on the other side of this and drill a hole and see if we can, get to the point of doing a hand pump, shallow hand pump well. That would be pretty cool. Anyway, y'all have a great day.